Hello everyone, and I hope you're all doing very well. So I'm slowly working my way through the viewer requested videos, and I'm kind of wishing that I hadn't started now, but we're committed now, and as English gentlemen we must stay true to our word. So the next one is, hello Cap, I see in one of your videos that you can do some pretty low level refueling around 1,000 feet. I wonder how low you can get refueling in DCS, and so we couldn't leave that alone, that needs investigating. So we started with a refueler, we took a KC-135 or whatever, we had it going along the sea at 100 feet above the sea and tried to refuel behind that. And the problem is it refuses to stay at 100 feet or 50 feet or 150 feet. It goes to 300 feet every time. It overrides my orders and it goes that high. Very annoying, you think. Yes, so I tried different speeds, I tried different routines, turns, orbits, racetracks. None of it worked. I tried different tankers, the Russians, the Hercules. No, absolutely refuses to go beyond a hard deck of 300 feet. So we thought we'd be sneaky. We put a bunch of oil rigs in a row, which are about 150 feet where these helipads are. We made him fly over those helipads. The problem is, these just aren't quite tall enough. There was still 150 feet clearance between the helipads and our tanker, and as soon as the tanker saw he was coming up to these guys, he increased his altitude. He must have some kind of forward-looking radar altimeter, and essentially it's just one of Wags's uber sensible routines, algorithms that's in there that keeps him from going close to things. It's incredibly efficient and incredibly difficult to beat, so I've spent the last over 2 hours now trying to figure a way of breaking Wags's algorithm, which is pretty much my whole life nowadays. So the oil rig didn't work, so I thought, okay. One thing I did notice is when you're actually coupled up to him, i.e. you're on the nozzle and you're taking fuel, is that you seriously reduce his ability to maneuver. So he can still climb up and climb down, but only very, very slowly. So that gave me an idea. How about we run him into the ground? So what I did in this case was I put him at 100 feet. I ran him towards, 300 feet, the lowest he'd accept. Ran him towards the coast. And before he got to the coast, I coupled up to him so that he couldn't maneuver quick enough to avoid the coast. The problem is the coast down here just wasn't aggressive enough, and so he could still increase while coupled up above the desert. So we tried it into a mountain range, and I tried to drive him into a mountain, steepest one I could find. And even when I was coupled up, he could still climb above those mountains. He's still got enough control above those mountains, and that was got about 90 minutes at that point, and I was tearing my hair out thinking, how am I going to beat this bloody thing? There must be a way around it. So we finally discovered, I think, the only thing that we can do to get this tanker to refuel low, and it's taken me half an hour of constant trying, and I've just got the right altitudes that sort of just about work. So I found one building in the whole of this Persian map that can fool him. It's this thing here, and it's a funny shape, and I think it upsets his radar altimeter ever so slightly. Kudos, by the way, for making the programming that makes him avoid all these buildings. There's no way I could program that. That's really smart stuff. So I've got a tanker at 400 feet. 400 feet gives him a false sense of security in that he can just clear that building, so he doesn't go into panic mode and pull up. But he still does pull up a little bit, but with me coupled up, he doesn't pull up very high. So we can just skim the top of this building and this building only. At 320 knots seems to work best. So to get this to work, I have to couple up to him quickly at 400 feet, so that he can't react. Get him to fly directly over this building. Hopefully he uses the right wing nozzle and we can just skim the top of that building. That's the only way I've found of getting to refuel really low. So if you can get it lower than me, then by all means let me know. But this is the best I've managed to get in the last few hours. So let's get on and give it a go. Okay, in we go. Let's contact the guy. Let's get on the nozzle. Start drinking. Take that up a little bit. I know he's going to try and pull me out of it. Stop! That's pretty cool, right? Wow, look how close he was. Let's see if we can get a tiny bit closer. That is, my man say 6 foot tall, then probably about 8 feet, would you say? 7 feet, 8 feet? I don't think I can get any, I don't think I can get any lower. Suppose if I had a few more goes I could get probably within a couple of feet, but going to be silly at that point, isn't it? Anyway, let's finish up here. Right, hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was useful in your daily flying, and see you